Good evening. Today is September the 4th. It's our 13th video, and my name is Violetta. I'm a psychic. I see answers to my son's questions in the pictures, and I don't know those questions, so it's like opening Christmas present. There is something, and I'm trying to figure out what it is, because I can't. It's like you are touching the present and you don't know what it is, so you have that magic moment that you have to figure out what it is. Ask me questions, please.
Okay, we're going to be doing things a little bit different today. We're not going political. We're going to go and just try a few different questions out. See how it goes. We'll start with one that's a little serious, all right? So,
You want to scare me.
yeah. Has a cure for cancer been found?
There are different cancers.
Mm-hmm.
Nice vibrations, and the doors are open. So they are looking actually on two doors, and those doors are open, but not completely. It's just on the angle. So they are doing really good research and a lot of vibrations. So that's a good vibrations. A bad, they are aware how to treat cancer, how to help people with cancer.
What do you mean, like with the vibration?
I don't know, that's what I see, the vibration between those two doors. And the doors were very bright light, which is usually a symbol of something positive. If it's not yet, it's very soon that they will have cures. Two different companies are probably working very closely. They are divided because between them there is that huge vibration, but there are two doors open for that research. Well, they are researching everywhere, but the two main doors are open for the cure.
Two companies, huh? Where are these companies?
It's a staircase going like a spiral. I think all over the world they are working and they are researching each other, because it was like a old-fashioned staircase that it's going round and round. DNA. I have goosebumps. That's DNA. Something related to DNA will be a cure for cancer, I think.
That makes sense, yeah, because a lot of people that get cancer, it kind of runs in the family.
Yeah,
so.
But it was like the spiral, and that's usually what shows us DNA.
Interesting.
So I don't know which companies, I can't say it, but someone that will be doing a research related very much to DNA.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I will be proven right, because I was very nicely shocked when I learned today from our viewers about the Trump connection with Cuba, that he tried really to have businesses. And I didn't have any clue when I saw those casinos related and retaliation from his side. So those messages are not coming from my head. They are coming through me, but they are not coming from my head. I'm not that smart.
So much for not going political. Okay. This is a fun one. Why is marijuana illegal?
Flipping money. It's a lot of different reasons, but it's as well about making money.
I was hoping you'd say that. Yeah.
You were. It's a lot of doors are open. So everyone is waiting for this. But at the end, it's flipping the money. We are not legal yet in Canada, and I'm not very much supported for my marijuana. I tried once, and I didn't like it at all. I was sick. So it was one puff, and I was sick for the 2 days. Because the next day I didn't feel even good.
Okay, that's a good lead for the next question here. If an average person inhales 1 or 2 lungfuls of marijuana a day, do the positive effects of smoking marijuana outweigh its negative effects?
On me, for sure. No, it's like they will be able to use the both part of the brain, kind of vibrating. It might not be that bad for them. Probably for a lot of people, it's a good thing. For me, it was terrible. But I don't smoke and I don't drink, so I don't like to play with my brain.
What does marijuana do to a person from a spiritual point of view?
It's like a vent on the ceiling, moving the vibrations, moving the vibration in the brain. So spiritually, it's moving something in the brain vibration. And I thought that the both brains can work under marijuana. And I'm not advertising for marijuana. Believe me, I'm not. It will be the worst if I catch someone. But
Okay. What source of alternative energy will replace oil?
I think the sun. It's probably the sun. So electricity, that will be something that they will have to take advantage of. The how you call those lamps on the panels on the roof?
Solar panels.
Solar panels. So that will be the next thing, I think.
They're coming out with solar shingles that look like the real thing. So
yeah, that will be probably the next step. Much cleaner.
Yeah.
Not good for Alberta.
Yeah, well, we gotta move with the times, right? Should steroids be legalized?
I don't know enough. You were studying kinesiology. You should answer that question. It's okay. That zigzaggy thing, a lot of zigzagging. So I don't know if it's enough information about that. How that will affect your DNA or your whole system, because it's sometimes yes, sometimes no. So it
Pros
will
and
be
cons, yeah.
coming both ways. It can be good and it can be bad.
Right, yeah. That makes sense.
And they are treating people with steroids when they are sick, even for Crohn's disease. So they have to use them sometimes, or if someone has some allergies.
Under medical supervision, right? Yeah. I like these alien questions. So, what occurred during the Roswell UFO incident of 1947?
That was 47.
I don't know. That's what Google said.
I see the huge eyes, like you will stretch cat eyes. So that must be some aliens were observing us, because eyes is a symbol of observing.
Cat eyes?
Cat eyes. But they are stretched to the maximum, so they are much more narrow. But that's what I see. Like you will have a cat eyes and you will stretch them. So it's more aliens' eyes. And that will be symbol of observation. And it was such an innocent feeling that I had. I don't think it was anything wrong, bad that they want to do to us. They were observing. And they were like aliens' eyes, because they were so stretched and big. Cat eyes are big. And when you will stretch them, they will be such a nice, innocent eyes. So that's observation. They were observing us. Maybe that they were... What else do you want to know about that? Because I want to know more too. And I can't ask the question. He has to ask me.
Did aliens crash there? Were there aliens that were in the crash site?
They might crash, but they will pull it up. They were pulled up. And it was like a helicopter pulling a tent. Like a circus tent. So they kind of was pulled up. Even if they crash, I think that they were able to take a lot of them with themselves. Unless the helicopter was related to government. But they will be doing this, not like a circus pulling up. And it was like a circus tent pulled up by the huge helicopter. Or some ship, because I see only the big wing.
When you focus on the helicopter, do you feel it's human or do you feel it's alien?
Oh, definitely alien. It's a spaceship going this direction. So it was a spaceship. Eventually the helicopter was probably temporary thing that they pulled, but they took them away. So whatever was left, that was the secret. I don't know why they don't want to tell us anymore, but...
Well, I think you said in the past video that the government doesn't communicate with aliens. They're just observing? I don't know.
Did I say that?
I think you might have.
What is the question?
The question is there governments that are communicating with aliens?
They are very much in the diapers yet. Everything is too primitive. It's like the ladder, again the ladder that Ivanka was climbing on the ship in the previous video, the same kind of ladder put from the helicopter, so it's a symbol of just not being too sophisticated. It's very primitive. So that's what came up.
One more question. Actually, let's do this question because it's kind of interesting. Do children learn better in boys only and girls only schools?
I was in a girls' school, mostly girls. No. They like to be mixed. It's a mixture. They want to be mixed. And I was in a girls' school. Well, that was a hotel receptionist school. The boys are always the spice of the pie. We were happy when I shouldn't say the pie, but we were more happy with that there was even few boys in the school, because just being like in a nun-school is not fun. You want the competition, you want the attention from the boys, and the boys want attention from the girls. We differently act when we are in a mixed environment. We can't be isolated from one and another.
Mm-hmm. Okay, one last question. What did Atlantis look like?
They were very able, like they were able to move in the air. They were able to, like flying. They were like us. But they were able to move above the gravity. It's like swimming in the water, but it was in the air. The feeling of moving. And I had the feeling that they were able to make those channels without gravity.
What do you mean?
It was...
It's like a floating city?
Well, the city was there, but there was like a channels of squares made out of some energy, and you were able to move through those channels, like being without any weight, like you are in the high in the space.
What do you mean? So people, if I wanted to go to the supermarket, I'd jump into a channel outside and it would just carry me?
You will just move like a bird, yes. I always had dreams that I was flying when I was very young. And my kids, both boys, were flying the same way in their dreams. I know that that's possible. It's something, like it was going back to the dreams, flying. I bet some of you had those dreams because we had them. And my husband was only jumping in his dreams, so jumping from something, so he never had those dreams. But we had those dreams. We were flying in our dreams. And this was like a light channel. And I saw them moving so easily without any effort. They were flying. So they were able to create some channels with energy that you were able to fly. Who knows? But I love that theory.
What was the secret to this anti-gravity technology?
It's coming to my mind as an answer. The place, I think it's in Florida, where the guy was able to build a garden with huge rocks. The same secret. He was, I don't remember the name, but there is a place in USA that the one person, I think he was Romanian, in beginning of the 19th century, he was able to build that magical...
I saw the same thing. Yeah, he had cones on his hands, right?
I don't know what he was doing. He said that he could move huge blocks without any help.
Maybe some sort of ultrasound thing.
Who knows?
Hitting the cones and...
But it was beginning of the 19th century.
Yeah.
And no one knew how he did it, but he was able to do it. And the same way, I think they were able to build that energy. Because he never told anyone the secret, but he was able to build that.
Well, now I want to know...
We were supposed to feel.
Okay, one more.
That's okay.
How did they build the pyramids?
Okay. I don't know if I'm right, but it is the machine that is throwing the blocks, and it's moving these two different wheels. On top of the wheels there are blocks, and they were dropping them like a little, like something so easy, so without any challenge. It was each block will be riding, and then it was drop on the right place, and that's what came as a vision. Another of those mysteries I can't explain, but that came as a picture, as a movie, more like a movie than a picture. But
good enough. Okay, we'll stop there.
thank you so much for your comments, Lady Lotus, Lady
Lotus Lady
Lotus,
Lotus Lady Lotus.
Lotus Lady Lotus. I nearly burned my breakfast today because I was reading your message and it was so interesting, and my husband came in and the oven was nearly burning. But it was worth it. Thank you for all of your nice comments. Enjoy yourself, and thank you for watching us. Please subscribe, or please watch us, and please watch the previous videos. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Mogłam się pomylić, to nie szkodzi.
It's like a 10-minute goodbye.